Hello everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited. Hello. I'm so excited. You can see I'm obviously not, I'm just all over the place. I didn't know if my package was gonna come on time, but luckily it did. It just got here, so I'm so excited. Today we are playing with some new drugstore makeup, which you guys know I've been playing with a lot of high-end because the Sephora sale, but it was just time. I was like, I need to just like look what they got, and they actually have a lot of new drugstore makeup, which I'm so excited about. Now I gotta open this guy. For the most part, it is new to me makeup. I'm sorry, for the most part, it is new makeup. Some of it is new to me though, like specifically. And then some of it will be like, it's not a full face, so some of it will have to use some other drugstore makeup, but it's all gonna be drugstore, okay? We're even gonna go with just drugstore sponge. Did I even tell you? Anyway, first, if you guys like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and without further ado, let's just get started. Now I'll say, we don't have a new foundation. We do have a new primer, which I'll use in a second. But before I do that, I want to dampen this sponge. So I did pick up the Precision Sculpting Sponge from e.l.f. It says use wet or dry on, actually. Should we use it dry? Apply contour with the flat edge and highlighter with the pointed tip. Then diffuse out with the rounded, so they want you to use it for... We're going to use it for foundation though as well. So we'll use it for all the cream products. How about that? For the most part. Anyway, I usually like e.l.f. sponges. I never think they're anything like from like Remember. It wasn't anything that I was like super excited about, but there were some that were just really good in general. I need a necklace, I think. I wanted to go a little bit more casual, but then it was just like, whatever. So we have, whatever, we add the necklace, it's fine. I also did go get this sponge damp. It actually looks like a pretty nice size. So we're going to use it for foundation as well. But let's go with some primer first. We actually have the e.l.f. bronzing drops. Now you guys know, I'm just not, I always try all of the e.l.f. like dupes and stuff, but I'm not one who's like a diehard e.l.f. dupe girl. I mean, I'm not even, because most of the time they dupe products that I don't like in general, or like that I don't want in general. So like the Charlotte Tilbury Glow Wand, whatever, like all those things are just not my vibe. The Milk makeup products, it's just not my vibe most of the time. But this one were interesting because it's a product that I want to try, but I definitely didn't want to spend the high-end money on them. So I thought it was perfect. I got the shade Pure Gold. I kind of went back and forth. I almost got like multiple shades, but I was like, you know what, let's just try Pure Gold. I do want to use this to mix in with some foundations that will be too light for me over the summer. So that's why I went with this color. I feel like it will be perfect, but for today, we're going to just put it in as a primer. How to use: shake well before use, add 1 to 3 drops to your fave e.l.f. skin moisture, facial. Oh, so it says to mix. Well, we're just gonna put it on, it's fine. We'll live. Okay, we're gonna shake it up. Oh, it's become such habit to do 4 to each line and then 1 forehead. I don't know. I really don't know why. Okay, good. I was slightly nervous because you know, like the products like the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion, like the Say Glow Drops or whatever, Dew Drops or whatever, the Say Glowy ones. Those are they're not really that bronze. They're bronzy colored, but they're not necessarily pigmented like this, if you will. Like they have a lot of it like blends into the skin and ends up being barely like a way lighter bronze. It could be the amount that I used to, but I'm glad that it does actually darken up my face a little bit, like bronze it up literally. I know those are different products, so this one is kind of a different product than that. That's why I wanted to try this one. But I'm actually really happy with the way it looks. I don't know if I'd wear this by itself because it's a little bit like, it's definitely not like going on evenly per se. And it could be too, because they're it's not like a moisturizer texture. I should mix in with like a moisturizer or like a moisturizing primer so that it blends out a little bit more evenly, because it's a little hard to get it super even. Because my moisturizer, like I put it on way a long time ago. Like it's definitely already in my skin, you know what I mean? But I really like the way that looks. Oh my gosh, it does look like I got like a fake tan. Okay, I kind of like it. I don't even know, should I count this in my primers though? I feel like though I probably would only use it before makeup or like mixed in with my foundation, so I guess I will put it in my primers. It's fine. We are going to go in with some foundation. We have, I've tried this though. This is the Revlon Illuminate Skin Caring Foundation. I just haven't used it in a hot minute. So we're going to go in with this, but we are going to take the e.l.f. sponge and use that. I forgot how stunning this freaking foundation was, but then this combo just looks so perfect because it's not overly glowy. It's like the perfect amount of glow. I forgot. Oh my gosh. Good. I'm so glad we used that. I did forget though. I wanted to go in with this first because it's not really giving, I don't know. This is the Essence Juicy Bomb Lip Oil. So I have the shade, I almost said Scan Me. I have the shade Coconut Crush because it says like it has a little scanner, but wow. It's just shade Coconut Crush. It has a little bit of like shimmer to it. But I was like, I feel like it would be nice like just like a prep before makeup, although it's like really hard to get any product out. Okay, it's so weird. So it's like a lip oil texture. I mean, it's the lip oil claims to be. It is thicker, like more of a glossy texture, which I don't mind. But it doesn't, like, obviously you can see it's not very glossy finish. So it's like all kinds of confused, genuinely. But it does smell like coconut, and I love coconut. So it's not bad. It was only literally $1.99. So I said, oh, okay, we're gonna try that. $2. It's not bad. It's not bad. Alright, we have used this as well. This is just a L'Oreal True Match Radiant Serum Concealer. I want to go with this. I have the shade W6. We're just going to go with a little bit because I don't want to go crazy. Here I am going crazy. I haven't seen any really new concealers from the drugstore. There are a couple that you just can't get from Ulta. Like, you can only get from specific brands. I think there's a new one from, like, Kokie that everyone was loving for a while. But, like, I just don't feel like placing an order on Kokie's website just for, like, that concealer, you know? And then I don't want to spend money on doing, like, a full face either. If it's, like, a brand that, like, not everyone can just, like, go get. And so it's, like, kind of just bittersweet. I'm annoyed about it. Oh my gosh. Now my base looking stunning. I forget how good drugstore makeup is. I do truly. Alright, let's go in with some, let's do setting powder really quick. So I got this little set. Now I don't know if this set is new. The powders are not new. I don't know if this set is new, but it just popped up and I was like, ooh, interesting. So it's the Morphe Totally Set Mini Brightening and Set Powder Duo. So it actually comes with a pink powder and the regular translucent. If you guys didn't know, I'm on a journey to kind of find a dupe for my Complex Culture Set Go because you can't get that powder anymore. So I'm just trying a bunch of powders, but I also have never tried a pink powder. And so obviously it's all the rage right now. So I thought it'd be super fun. But then I thought it was perfect because then you can get like both in the little mini set. Like the set was $12. Like I thought that was so good. So I'm very excited. I think we'll try to do maybe one eye and one eye just to see what the tea is. Translucent and brightening pink. I'm very excited actually. Perfect. We have two little powder brushes. Perfecto. I want to try the pink one first. I always say it is kind of hard to buy from Morphe because you never know if they're gonna like actually go whatever they were. I think they were going bankrupt or something like that. You never know what's actually gonna happen with them, but some of their products are just so good that I like can't deny it. So I was like, while they're still around, we're gonna try it, you know? I'm just gonna tap out this under eye, although there's very little creasing. I just do that for the sake of doing it. We're gonna go with the pink brush for the pink powder. It's definitely brightening, but you definitely can't tell that it's pink. And it might just be because, I think like maybe pink is for like lighter, I don't know. The actual who wears pink, who wears peach, what the whole nine is. Although it did definitely brighten up the under eye, it just doesn't look pink, which is, honestly, I don't care. It's fine by me. I just wanted it to look good, you know what I'm saying? And then let's go on with the other one on the other side. We're going to go with the Morphe brush. Okay, mistakes were made. Okay, so what had happened was I wanted to put on a lot so you guys can see the difference, number one, but I had dipped into the white powder and I didn't like tap it off, and so it looked super crazy, like it looks like it does now. So then I went in with a little bit more pink powder, and then, but now you can actually see the difference. This one actually does look better. It does look a little bit brighter, and like my darkness is a lot less over here, if you can see. It just looks a little bit brighter, although it doesn't look pink, but it definitely does look brighter, which is super nice, obviously, because that's the point of it. It's not, the idea is not necessarily that it's pink, at least for me. I would think not. I feel like the idea is more that it is brightening up the under eye and like making the darkness look less dark, you know? Does that make sense? I really like this side. Wow. The powder looks really nice. I do feel like it could verge on a little too drying from my skin tone, maybe in the winter, because right now it actually looks really good under the eyes. You can see like it just looks super smooth. But you guys know I deal with a lot of dryness, a lot of texture, like, so I feel like if I put too much, or like if my base wasn't already like kind of glowy, it might look a little too dry. So we'll have to just keep an eye on that. But I'm really happy we tried that, because now I'm excited to just wear the pink powder every day. I sometimes I wear like a corrector. I only have one corrector though, so it's not like something I wear all the time. But I just feel like it's just so much work. But I feel like if it's a pink powder, it might be like a lot less work, you know? Maybe it's just me. The Milani cream bronzer. Again, I've tried this, but we're gonna take that sponge, the e.l.f. sponge, and use it for some cream bronzer. I definitely normally like a brush for bronzer, but for cream bronzer, but this is actually looking super nice. But a sponge is good too. It's like, again, I'm not gonna go out of my way to dampen a sponge like just for cream bronzer if I'm already using brushes for like foundation and concealer and stuff, but I do really like the finish of it as well. Like, I like either one, and this sponge is actually really nice. It's not like too dense, but it's also not too like soft, if you will. Like, it's the perfect like kind of middleman to just blend super nicely, and it's not absorbing a ton of product. Like, I don't feel like I'm having to go with extra product or anything like that. So it's honestly like a really nice sponge, and I like the angle too, because you can get right in the corner here, and then obviously if you want to do like some sharpening, you got the whole thing. It's really nice, and then it's a cute color, although now it's brown, but like, you know, it was a cute color for a moment there. Like, it's perfect. It's a really nice little sponge. Alright, so for blush though, I am going to go in with this. This is the e.l.f. liquid blush brush. I just wanted to try it because I have to use like a specific brush for my cream blush all the time, and I'm like, can I just get like, I don't know, like I need to, it, like, not every brush works right, and so I like to I would love to try this to see if it's like this brush is like I just need to get multiple of this. So we're gonna try it, although I love this liquid blush formula. It's the Camo liquid blush. I have the e.l.f. one in the shade Suave Mauve. You guys know these are not necessarily new, but they're definitely like iconic. Like, they're so good. And so if you don't have one, I 10 out of 10 recommend. I do think these are a little bit more pigmented than like the Say ones, but they're not as like overwhelming as the Rare Beauty. So I think they blend so nicely, and the finish of them just looks so stunning. So I definitely recommend these if you're looking for a new cream blush, or if you haven't tried them yet. They're so stunning. I love them, and I actually really like this brush. It's actually blending it out super easily, because it's like hard to get the right like the right size for my cheek, I guess. I don't know, because I like that it cups exactly where I want it to go, and it's not too big and it's not too small, so it's like the perfect. Honestly, this is good. e.l.f. brushes are hit or miss for me. Sometimes they're really nice, sometimes they're really cheap. This one actually is doing it for me. So if you have the brush, like in your store or something, if you want to try the combo, definitely I would try the combo. I feel like this would be a really nice one though for cream bronzer as well, just because it's a nice, again, it's just like the way it is so nice, because you can get right in there and then, you know, like turn it over and blend it out. It's perfect. Wow. Who knew I would be a e.l.f. brush fan? An e.l.f. brush fan. I do think I'm going to take a big fluffy brush and take the Morphe powder. I don't want to take a lot, but I'm just going to dust the rest of my face with some powder. You can see it's definitely like a softer matte kind of powder. I feel like it's like in the middleman between like natural finish powder and like a soft matte, because I don't think it's quite fully matte. Like I don't know that I would say like, oh, oily skin people are gonna love this, you know what I mean? Like so I feel like it's kind of in the middle there, but it's definitely super pretty. It's not drying out my face. It looks really, really nice. Okay, I like that. Okay, so that's perfect. So I like this one for my under eyes, the pink powder, and then the translucent one I like for the rest of my face. It's perfect. A little perfect duo. And then these are mini, so then I could just like take them everywhere, even though they're gonna get a mess, but it's fine. It's fine. I do have to say, I was talking about the e.l.f. Milk makeup dupes, but I had to try the Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray. I've also heard really good things about the Milk one. I just hadn't tried it. I don't think I tried it. Maybe I don't remember trying it. Unless I did and I like used it up. I don't know. But I know the primers were not like the gripping primers were just not for me. The only one I like is like the NYX Plump Right Back. Sheesh. But I want to get this open so I can use this. It says 5% aloe, hyaluronic acid, squalane, green tea seed oil, and green seed oil. That's awesome. I did give her a good shake. Ugh, it just looks so good, and so I was like, I need to try it. This smells like something. Yep. If you guys have the She Glam Press Refresh Setting Spray, these two smell super, super similar, which I love because they both smell like vacation. They smell like, yep, vacation. I don't know, I kind of love that smell. It smells really good. And honestly, that first of all, the mist felt incredible. Oh my gosh. Second of all, the finish. I do know this one's supposed to be duping the Milk makeup, which I obviously don't know much about. But I do feel like it honestly is giving me similar vibes to like the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray, because it kind of leaves this like natural type finish where it doesn't change your makeup too much, where it kind of just melts the makeup into the face and leaves it looking very beautiful. And then if it lasts all day, then literally that's the exact same as the Charlotte Tilbury, you know what I mean? It just is giving me that kind of vibe based on the way it's looking on my skin, and that's kind of incredible because then you don't need to purchase a $20 setting spray. I don't know, I know this is obviously supposed to dupe the Milk, but I don't know, it's giving me that kind of vibe. So that's awesome. I love a little bit of bronzer. This is just my Colourpop bronzer, which I love so much, you guys know. Although I don't need any more bronzer, but I just want a little something something. I don't know why I did it in that order. I was just so excited about the setting spray, I guess. I don't know. We are gonna go with a new blush. I was not gonna do it, and I was torn on which shade, but I remember just loving it, and then the shade just looks so beautiful. And then I was trying to get a blush like this from House Labs, and I was like, but like, if I'm gonna pay that much money, why not just get like a cheaper version, you know what I mean? So we're gonna see if I love it. I got the shade Always Rosy, which again I used to have in the past, but it's just exactly what I wanted, like a muted neutral kind of almost peachy pink. One that I really genuinely wanted it so that I can set all my cream powders with it. I mean, all my cream blushes with it, you know what I mean? And honestly, it's giving exactly that. Oh my gosh, perfect. And the formula was good before, so I don't know what they changed, if they changed anything about it, but it honestly feels really nice. It's definitely not a overly pigmented color, so if you're someone who's a little bit deeper or you're looking for a deeper color, it's not going to be super deep. You can see it's on my middle finger. It's going to be very light, very natural, but I freaking love that. Okay, that's perfect. Exactly what I wanted from that. Okay, we're going to do my brows really quick. We're just going to go in with the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Brow Filler Pomade Pencil. I said this before. It's not my favorite, but like I have it, so I want to use it. And I don't have any other drugstore products. I do have some Shop Miss products, but I don't want to use those today. It's definitely not a bad brow pencil, but it's a little harder to use, especially because it doesn't have a spoolie on the end, so then it's like hard to blend out the brow product correctly, like make it look natural. But it's not a bad brow pencil, especially if you have thick brows. I feel like it'll be nice because it's really super quick. But to each their own, you know? It's not gonna be for everyone, let's be 100. But I'm so excited. So you guys know I used up a bunch of my brow glues, my brow gel. So I picked up this is the Maybelline Superlock Clear Brow Gel? Sculpted Brows, I don't know what you're gonna call. Brow glue, it is the Superlock Brow Glue. So we're gonna see how super locked these brows are. It's in one of these kind of packaging, which, whatever. Putting it through my brows, it doesn't feel super goopy or anything like that. Yeah, it doesn't feel goopy. It just feels like a gel consistency, but it's not like overly sticky, if you will. So I wonder how that's gonna dry down. I guess we're gonna see. Okay, we also do have the Colourpop That's Taupe palette. Now, obviously, this is not a new product by any means, but I just found this recent love for like cool tones and like this specific look that I wear literally every day. But as I was saying that I have it in a couple different high-end versions. So I really need like a Colourpop. I need a drugstore kind of dupe. And so I was looking at this palette and I was like, honestly, that palette looks absolutely perfect. Like this shade in the crease, or this shade, like maybe a mix of those two shades, and then this one in the outer corner is literally like, although this one looks a little bit cooler than, so this was like my idea here. Yeah, literally dupes here. Okay. But you can see this shade is a little bit not as gray as this shade, so maybe like a mix of those two shades. We'll have to just play around and see what we can get, but again, I wanted this vibe in a drugstore palette. So I went with Colourpop because Colourpop's a tried and true, but let's just jump right in. We're gonna do something super quick, very simple. Sorry if you want to see the shimmers. Oh, that shimmers looks like it's hanging on by like a thread. It looks like it's about ready to pop out. Actually, we're just gonna take the shade up here called Python. Oh my gosh. It's perfect, it's perfect. It's literally perfect. Okay, there's a lot of, I just blew it out, but you can even see the streaks. I don't know why I blew it out and then I showed you, sorry. But there's so many, you can see the streaks around this color. There's so much kickback, which I'm like, I know Colourpop has kickback, but like that was a lot of kickback. Which again, normally it doesn't bother me, but like, wow. Okay, interesting. And then we're gonna go with this brown shade called Bedrock. Get Bedrock, girl. I know I'm the last person on the planet to try this palette, but I still thought it would be super fun and fresh, especially because it's been such a staple in a lot of people's collection, number one. Number two, because obviously they kept it around, which normally at this point, if it wasn't a good palette, I'm sure Colourpop would have made it limited edition already, so or like taking it away. So I'm glad they're still making it, and hopefully they keep it for a little while longer, because obviously I just bought it, so hopefully they can keep it. Oh my gosh. If this is not the exact look that I've been wearing all the time, I don't know if you can see that kickback. Can you see it? Can't really see it, but hopefully, yeah, it stays in stock for a while. But I just love Colourpop's formula, and I'm so glad that we have a little palette here. I wasn't gonna like, because obviously the palettes I've been using have been mostly like five shades. I have one 4 shade and then 2 5 shade kind of color stories that are similar to this. I know, what is wrong with me, but I just love it so much. That are all like high end, and so I wanted something smaller, but like it was like, you're already paying such a cheap price. Like I don't want to risk the quality of something to get something a little bit smaller. And then I was like, all those shimmers are stunning. I'll probably wear them. Obviously not a lot, and I'm not going to wear one today, but I probably will wear them at some point. I just feel like it would be a good cult palette, and I'm glad that I got it, honestly. I'm so happy. I'm so happy with this. We do have 2 mascaras, but I think we're going to go with the Milani Anti-Gravity Mascara because I repurchased 2 of them while Target was doing their Circle Week. So I got the Panorama again, which I feel like I was using for like non-stop for a while. But I did also get the Anti-Gravity Mascara, which I haven't used in a hot minute, but I remember loving. And this is, I think, Kelly Strax is her name? I don't know. On YouTube. I think this is her favorite drugstore mascara, if not her favorite mascara. And so I was like, kind of like, let me try it again. Oh my gosh, first of all, mascara is so good. I only did 2 coats because, like, obviously I don't have anything super crazy on. I don't need to go that crazy, but I did 2 coats and it looks freaking stunning. So I'm so glad that I picked this up. I also then went in with the Colourpop So Juicy Plumping Lip Liner in the shade Tease, and then we're gonna go with the So Juicy in the shade Dough. I did a full lip swatch video if you guys have not seen. It's a good one, so check it out if you're eyeing any of these. They're so good, honestly, and I know they're like, I don't want to say old news, but like old news at this point, but they're so good and I can't stop, won't stop wearing them, recommending them, talking about them, promoting my video. No, just kidding. Anyway, I just think it's such a perfect vibe. I don't know, it's so stunning, and it's definitely not for everyone, but I'm obsessed. And I definitely did this like exact look with like more high-end products, plus I did wear the Colourpop lip, and it just looks like these look exactly the same. I should do a dupes video soon, but these are like perfection. I'm so excited. Anyway, I'm so glad I went with the palettes. I really do like this blush. I don't think it's like gonna be a necessity, but I do think it was a nice like accent. I could see myself bringing all these products like with me on like vacation, on different trips and stuff like that. As far as new products go, again, I really do like this. I mean, it doesn't, let's see, it doesn't feel like hairspray brow. Like I couldn't feel it in my brows until I touched it, but my brows do feel held together. So it does feel like if you like, you know, if you like, I don't want to say, it doesn't feel like hairspray, but like a gel, if you touch like gel, it doesn't necessarily like transfer. Like it's not, my fingers are not sticky, but my brows feel held together, if that makes sense. So I could tell that this is going to be a good brow gel that's not going to let your brows go crazy. But if you need something that's super, super intense, this is not going to be that. But I would like that for like every day. I really like this, the e.l.f. bronzing drops. I honestly think they really like made my base, just took my base to the next level, because this foundation is a good one, which I love this foundation, but like something about my makeup today looks flawless, and so I have to give it to the e.l.f. bronzing drops. I really love the way they made my skin look. Oh, I did want to do on the So Juicy lip oil. This one's nice. It actually seems super long wearing because it didn't even fade the whole time I was wearing it, and then it still feels super thick, which is really nice. It's not going to be for everyone as well, but it's only $2, so if you're looking for something super cheap, on the go, whatever it is, or just like to throw in like a little itty bitty bag, or like, you know, anything like that, it actually is nice. And my lips didn't feel like dry or goopy or anything like that. They felt really nice. I am so excited to keep using this e.l.f. setting spray. I love it. I kind of just knew I would. I was looking at it and I was like, I feel like that would be something I love. You can see like right around here, it's like the perfect amount of glow. I love it. It's perfection, but it's not too much. Then we have the setting powders. I actually really like both of these setting powders. I'm kind of really glad I got them. Do I think the like lighter one is a dupe for Complex Culture? I would not say that. I would say it's a little bit more setting than the Complex Culture, but I do think this is a good alternative so far because it's making my skin look so stunning without drying it out, and that's like the best thing. If you guys saw the comparison of the powders, I do still like the pink side better, but obviously it's not super pink. So if you're looking for that super pink vibe, this one's not going to do it for you. Last but not least, we have our brushes. So I love this sponge. Honestly, I'm so glad that I actually got it because it's actually, don't want to say actually again, it's super nice, and it looks it makes my skin look really nice. I do think like the combo we have going on, just everything worked perfectly together, and I definitely think the sponge had its part in the my flawless base today, and I do freaking love this brush, and I honestly want to get more so that I can have one for like cream bronzer, cream blushes, like the whole nine, and I can always have one even when they're dirty because I love it so far, and that's like saying a lot because again, e.l.f. brushes have been on my hit list for a while, so I'm excited. Alright guys, I think that's everything. Of course, we had some older products that we use as well. Everything will be down below. If you want to know any more about the other products, I've used them all. I will definitely be using these all again, so definitely stay tuned for that. Let me know what other videos you want to see. I'm thinking I want to do a dupes video because there's some good like comparisons here that we can see in action, but let me know if you guys want to see that. Anyway, that is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.